Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss Pre-Market Report for Monday, October 23rd, 2017. Happy Monday, everyone. I'm Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. Right now, we continue to see really bullish trending behavior, stacked and sloped here in the trigger zone. We've seen this thing push beyond LVNs, and pullbacks have been defended. Push through LVNs and pullbacks defended, and that's a very bullish trending market. So we got to continue to look to defend pullbacks and squeeze to new highs until proven otherwise. So the path still remains the same. Nothing really has changed right now. Market's up about a point and a half at the moment and a 5.25 point range. Very tiny, holding near highs. So again, any early morning pullback could be an opportunity to buy for a late day squeeze. So keep that in mind. If we take a look at the intraday time frame for a moment, again, you can see this thing's holding at highs here in a narrow range, but we've been trending up overall. So again, every time this thing pulls back to begin the morning, that could be an opportunity to look to defend, perhaps a 25.70 for a squeeze and a 25.80. Any push into this LVN 25.60 would be a significant area to defend as well. Not sure we get that far back, but any pullback into that zone also offers a buying opportunity on a short-term basis. Let's take a look at the NQ. NQ with a narrow range on the intraday time frame at the moment. Higher time frame right now continues to trend higher. Again, the LVN at 60.20 continues to be very prominent there, and pullbacks to that LVN are buying opportunities until proven otherwise. We got very close here recently and squeezed back toward highs. Not quite reaching the highs, but still remaining in an overall uptrending market. You can see here we had this kind of ascending pattern that's recently broken. So again, that 6,000 to 60.20 is a big time area that bulls need to continue to defend for further overall uptrending behavior. Failure to hold 6K could rotate this thing right back toward 58.30. So right now, still trending behavior until proven otherwise. And at the moment, on an intraday basis, if we drop this thing down, we do have a narrow range that is formed here short term. So if you look at this right here, very clear support at 6100, clear resistance at 6130, and again, very similar to the ES, any early pullback into 6100 or below could provide a buying opportunity for a late day squeeze. All right, let's take a look at crude oil now. So here it is on a higher time frame basis. We have a nice trending behavior on a short-term basis, right? But we're really just kind of stuck in the larger range. This is the larger trading range, basically 42s up to about 55. We've made our way up the range very slowly in this kind of channel, and the idea is that we will continue to squeeze toward 54 to 55 here before finding perhaps some weakness back toward value. So right now, this thing is still trending up. Every pullback still remains a buying opportunity. Right now, the 50.90 Fed level is still a very important level right now that bulls have defended. So again, 50.90, very important short term for a likely squeeze to new highs beyond 53 and perhaps toward 54 to 55. And so right now, got to look to defend pullbacks with a shot at squeezing to new highs. So coiling up at the moment with the potential to see further strength unless 50.90 gives out. All right, let's take a look at gold right now. Gold with a very narrow range overall, 6.4 points here so far, but we're starting to stretch this thing to the downside. A very tight range that has formed in overnight trading here, but we're starting to see a little bit of a breach of 3-day lows right now, and that could spark a return back toward previous support, 62.80. So right now you've seen price bounce off the FOMC key level, 1306.60, pull back, chop a little bit around this 1289 CVPOC, and is now starting to breach multi-day lows. So again, gold has been one here that has basically pulled back from recent highs and is now chopping around VPOC. And again, that's why I mentioned this area right here can be quite difficult to trade, because price will continue to chop around VPOC until it's ready to make that move to the next edge, either down or up here up. Once that occurs, there could be a fantastic fade back to value. A fade back to value. Until then, it could be a lot of fits and starts, so be careful. Short term, we're starting to break some near-term lows, which could open up a retest of 62.80. But even if we do come out here towards 62.80 short term, it could come right back up and continue to chop around VPOC. So got to continue to be patient in gold, and then at some point here we'll test an edge and fade it back to value. All right, that's it for now. Let's see how this thing plays out heading into the new week of trading. Good luck and trade well.